Well done. Well done. They said it would never happen.
We're back, baby.
We're back, baby. Cheers. Finally not on a fight week.
That's not bad.
That helped. It helped a lot.
That's not bad. That'll kick things into gear, I'm sure.
Yeah, boy. How are things, Dan? How are you?
Nah, good. Everything's good. Yeah, back training 100%. Just trying to get on Perth. Yeah. What am I doing in Vegas?
What are you doing in Vegas?
What am I doing in Vegas, you ask?
Yeah.
I'm actually out here for the MMA awards, not the fights. We're going home before the fights.
I know. We were talking about that last night. Why is that? Because you just didn't care.
Just because Israel booked the tickets. And I would have watched the fights, you know what I mean? I would have stayed, but hey, we're going home. But yeah, go home and then go time, like straight back into camp.
Is it mad, like when you do, because what's it, like 21 hours from you? That might have conjured up.
Yeah, that's a bit far. It's 12. It's a 12-hour flight to LA and then like an hour flight to. So yeah, it's about
21. Yeah. So
door to door, you know.
Yeah, what I'm saying. Is it like, do you get affected by the travel, like to fly that far and
not
then
Vegas,
just stay?
like not to Vegas. That's like the funny thing. Like that compared with
London,
it's like just a cakewalk.
Yeah.
It's funny to. It's funny, like once you experience that like jet lag and getting over it and getting through it, and because fight week we first come over and there was like Navajo, he's like young fella. First time he left the country, he came with us to like New Jersey, and I saw it in him. Like I felt great. Like I felt fine getting off the plane. I was like, I know what to do at what time, you know. Just watching him be like, oh, I'm tired. Like you can see it. And you're like, man, it's like a skill.
Yeah, you just power through it.
To be able to just work your way through like the jet lag and stuff like that.
So when you landed last night, what did you end up doing?
Well, we had a cheeseburger or two, and then went straight to bed. I went to church in the morning, and now we're here at Pub Talk. We're back, baby. Money fight.
Money fight. With your fight in Perth, that is definitely like Perth's a venue. Have they come to you with an offer yet? Have they even got to booking that card yet? Or are they still a little bit?
Bro, that whole card's like booked out. I think they're... Yeah. That card's chocolate. They've saved me like a spot. They've told me that they're saving me a spot for Perth. I just needed like the medical clearance for Perth because I felt fine. Like I was... I felt fine. Like they obviously put you on like a medical suspension, like anything after the fight. They take you out back to the medical team. They chuck you on suspension. I was on like a 180-day clear, so I needed an MRI to get cleared. They did the MRI on my leg, on my knee, and they said there was two fractures in my leg. And then so everyone, the doctor, the physio, are like, don't do anything. I was like, well, I feel fine, you know what I mean? I did like upper body weights and stuff for like a week and a half. And then I went and saw the specialist, and once he actually like showed me the MRI and explained it to me, he shook my hand.
He looked me in the eye.
He shook my hand and he wished me luck for Perth. He said heaps of time. No, like explained it like that's everyone, that's like how your knee works like that. Like he just pulled it like
this is in your fight with Quinez.
Pulled it like that way, so like this bone like pushed into that bone and it just dented both bones. So on the MRI, like the doctors can only read like the report. So the report came out and said it's like fractured, but it's just like they're just dents.
A dent.
They're just dents.
And your reaction while that was happening was?
I want to see it. I want to see it. And I was like, well, the specialist explained to me, he's like, well, you got your wall. He's like, there's a couple cracks in your jib. There's a few holes in your jib. He goes, but your wall's absolutely fine. So he cleared me. I sparred the next day. I was back at it, doing hill sprints, doing everything. Green light, baby.
Yeah, boy. When do you need to know an opponent by?
Oh, there's still heaps of time.
Yeah.
There's still heaps of time.
I suppose if you don't give a shit who you're fighting, then everybody needs to come.
That's why, like, Ash and Huge, they do my management now at Team Peace Man. Like they sort, so it's like completely out of my hands now. So like every day I just hound Ash, and I send them. I've been sending them, you know, those the Pablo Escobar standing around.
Yeah, just the memes. Yeah.
Every day I send them a new one of Pablo Escobar. Just sitting around doing fuck all.
You don't care who it is, do you? Do you care if it's ranked?
He asked me, he goes, do you care? He goes, who do you want to fight? I said, I don't care. He goes, yeah, but like, anyway, I said, absolutely anyone.
Yeah. It's a weird one, right? Because I don't know how many guys would want to travel to Perth to get fucked up.
That's the funny part about it. Like Moicano saying, like, one of his coaches can't get there, so he's off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
meanwhile, Dan's getting every flight across the world.
Like, just getting on there by myself going, oh, well, fuck, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Moicano would have been a good one as well. Same card, it would have made sense, but they just like, it's a weird, I guess it would take a sort of certain sort of someone to want it. Going to enemy territory.
And then the money is saying you only pay 20% as a foreign performer in Australia. So he gets taxed less.
How much do you have to pay over here?
Well, 33 federal tax. So it's like 13% less than Vegas.
Fair enough.
And he's saying, oh, no, it's the money and the crocodiles and shit like that. Nah.
You're out.
Go away.
You're out of the sweepstakes.
Get out.
I'm trying to think who else would be a logical fight, but I guess we spoke about this before, where if someone throws you a name, your answer is yes. But
I assumed there would be more suitors.
Yeah.
I assumed more people.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I kind of thought so too, because for a while there, everyone hated you. Everyone wanted to fucking fight you.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. That's just the position. And like I've always said, it's just like the risk has to be worth the reward. Like they're obviously seeing like there's no. The guys above me just don't see the risk versus reward.
Right.
Yeah, like you have that fight and they're like, oh, he's not shit. Oh, it was the whole not training thing.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, yeah. Oh, he's training again. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, fuck, as long as they find you someone. You're right.
Crossed the...
I thought you were just like found something in your bit. How's it been with Israel? I said to Izzy last night, like, I really respect the way he handles a loss, like, because I feel like he puts on a brave face to make everyone else happier. You know, like I think he sort of shows like, oh, I'm fine, so everyone else stays upbeat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't think it's a mask. I think he just genuinely. Like, I feel like he's just genuinely like really mature at like processing emotions.
Yeah.
Which like not a lot of people are.
And less fighters.
Like, like bad stuff happens and you just like explode. I think he's just really good at dealing with emotions, and he can see it for what it is. He sees it like it. He knows he'll come back. He knows he'll get like another title shot. It just makes this for him. It just makes like the storyline better. Yeah. Which is like the funny thing about it. It is fighting. Like these things do happen.
I remember at the post-fight press conference, a reporter was saying to Dana, like, you know, if you don't give Israel the rematch, how are you going to keep him motivated? And I wanted to be like, stop right there. He's getting the rematch. What are we talking about? Like, it's just it's such a weird thing. What do you make of the slap fight?
Initially, I was like, this guy's Blake's like, you're just letting another guy slap you. I'm like, whatever. And then I watched the reel. Then I watched the highlight reel, and I got invested. I got emotionally invested in the guys. There was the chick, and she was like, look, I've been abused my whole life. What's a slap? You know? And I was like, oh yeah, Karen, like, I'm on board with this. And the guys, like, they're selling the storylines behind it. They got storylines behind each fighter. I love it. I'm invested. I'll watch. Take my money.
I got to.
I'll buy the first pay-per-view.
I believe there will be.
Oh, hey, you give me tickets. I'll be there.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on camera. They had actually no, I am.
Well, that's never stopped you before.
They had an event here in Vegas to do it, the slap fighting, like they wanted to test it out, test like how it would look in production and stuff, and they invited a few people to go, and they had an open bar.
Oh, the first one.
And I got fucking so drunk.
Oh, the Apex?
Yeah.
At the slap fight?
Yeah.
What else are you supposed to do at slap fighting?
It's an open. Someone even said to the people running the event, like, if you have an open bar, is there not an internal conversation about whether Oscar should be here or not? And then I lived up to that. But it was, I was laughing so hard, they had to come over and tell me to quieten down because I was getting picked up by their microphones.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, because, like, so you flip a coin. And
I love it.
Dude, I had the best time of my life.
It's the silliest.
Until they kicked me out. Didn't like that bit. But other than that. But like, you flip a coin and...
You're kicked out of it.
Yeah, I did get kicked out of here. Can't take you anywhere, buddy. Yeah, it wasn't good. Then I came here. So you flip a coin...
They don't really like us here. Just walk in and get evil stick.
Yeah, we walked in, it's like genuine fear. I thought it was more like... They're back. No, but you flip a coin, you get to choose like either you slap first or slap second. And I was like, who chooses to slap second? Like, who chooses to get hit first? Anyway, some guy chose to go second.
No shit.
Honestly, I was like, what the fuck?
Terrible.
He got slapped, he's like wobbling all over the place, gets back, and then he slaps, and obviously he slaps shit because he's seeing fucking 10 people. He's trying to hit the one in the middle. And
How many slaps do you get?
I think you get 3 each.
You get 3 slaps.
And then you get 3 each, and then it goes to a judge's decision. Don't know how they judge that, but
How do you judge a...
don't know. I think
What's the judging
I think what they should do is like you get to the 3rd slap and a door opens and Francis just walks out. Whoever loses gets slapped.
Yeah.
But it's good crack. We should go. I'd love to go to one.
I'm on board. A lot of people talk shit about it. I'm on board.
Do you, to play devil's advocate, do you think there's a fair argument in that, like, you know, it's not safe, it's not a skill, these guys are getting mangled for no reason?
These aren't like high level performing professional
They would
athletes.
disagree.
There's
They
like-
would disagree.
Oh, they're selling it, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. It's like an everyman sport, right? Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it, right?
And when the lawsuits come rolling in from people doing it at home.
Jim down the pub.
Yeah.
Jim down the pub's got 3 slaps in it. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine, like, right, me and you outside, slap!
Yeah, slap fight.
Yeah.
Slap fight.
Do you think it'll be big? Do you think it'll be big?
I think it will. I think,
Degenerates like you.
yeah, like it appeals. It's kind of the same thing as MMA, and that it appeals to like just the raw. It's just like a everyman version of it, right? Like, because you can watch UFC all you want, but you're watching it and you're like, you can have a few beers and get drunk and be like, oh yeah, oh man, if I
did that.
oh man, if that was around.
That's exactly what I did. And then,
But like slap fighting, anyone can do that, right?
I
Because
would,
they're fair, like they're weighing them in. And
yeah, I would put money on the fact, like, the first day slap fighting airs on TV, or power slap as it's called, the first day that airs, there's going to be like so many concussion admissions to the hospital, like right after, because loads of lads will be at home being like, fucking go on then, and getting smacked in the face.
yeah. Man, I used to see it on the doors, because you can pretty much like just palm someone in the chin, right?
Yeah, it's the
like,
Bass Rutten thing.
No, that's why I would never ever let. Oh, that's why I would never ever do it.
Yeah.
Like, I will watch it. Don't get me wrong. Take my money. I am gonna sit in the front row and I'm gonna watch it. I would never let anyone slap me in the face with no repercussion. Like, there's no way I would do it. It's like, and I will do. In terms of combat sports, there are very few things I wouldn't do.
Yeah, I know.
Let a man slap me in the face.
Well, so one of the guys I was interviewing yesterday for it, I was like, how'd you come to be a professional slapper, I guess? Power slap guy. And he was like, oh, I saw an ad on the internet for
Man.
a combat sports opportunity.
Man.
And I was like, so you didn't know it was slapping? He was like, no.
He goes, "That's
I was like, so it could have been knife fighting. And he was like, could have been jousting. I was in. And I was like, God damn, dude. Like, fucking, How's your finances, bro? You're just like gonna fucking
How
sign
much
up
are
to
they
that.
getting paid? It'll be funny. This will be the funny part about the whole thing. When the slap fighters start getting paid more than we do, I'm gonna be
Right.
like, oh, guess I'm. I'll be like this. Boom.
Oh mate, I'd hate to see you do that. Don't do that, Dan.
No, obviously not.
Obviously, I don't know how much I'm getting paid. I suspect less. I suspect less.
Yeah, there's not.
I think what will be interesting is when UFC lads retire and do go to power slam.
That's a.
Fucking Diego Sanchez rocking up.
That's a bad play.
What do we think of changing gears? What do we think of Paddy Pimblett? What's your vibe on him?
I don't know. I like him. I like the kid. I like him. I like his energy. Like my opinion of the fight. This will probably come out after. I know it'll be before the fight too.
I haven't said anything egregious yet, so I can just put this out right away.
Yet. I like the yet. What I think of that fight, I think like Gordon's like a great fighter. I feel like Gordon's like he's got a lot of good wins. He's a very skillful fighter. I just feel in terms of like the moment and being able to handle the energy and the pressure of packed arena, co-main event, pay-per-view. I feel like just a little like Paddy's just great at handling that energy. I feel like skill for skill. I feel like Gordon beats him in the gym like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But under those lights, pay-per-view,
People
sold
chanting.
out, like the people chanting. I feel like Paddy just handles that energy and can direct it at his opponent a lot better. So I think Paddy wins.
Is that a skill in itself? Like the ability to manage that energy?
For sure, man. For sure. You'll run into guys like in the gym that like kick the living shit out of you. Like there's guys that I'm not gonna say that I don't get tapped out, I don't get taken down, I don't get like outstruck, but it's like there's some people you call them like world championship training partners. Like they'll kick your ass in the gym, and then they'll go to like a local grappling competition with 20 people watching, and they'll
Shit, man.
they're full to bits.
Yeah.
They're full to bits. It's like crazy to see. That's pretty much like the main thing. We're doing the exact same thing. You're walking on a beam, right? But it's on the ground.
Yeah, and then you put it on a ladder.
Yeah. Now we're working on a beam 100 meters in the air. Like now it's a different thing. Like I don't give a fuck whether it's on the ground or in outer space. Like I'm a walk on the. It's just walking on a beam. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you fall off. Sometimes you get to the other side. It's fine.
Before mine, Teddy Atlas called me, obviously, and he said the same thing. He was like, the mechanics of what you're doing are exactly the same. Like the physicality and the repetition of the moves you're doing is exactly the same. Like the environment is different, but if you focus on the mechanics of what you're doing, it's the same. Which is what you said, but just a bit better.
Cheers, Teddy.
Thanks, Teddy.
Cheers, Teddy.
I was mad. Like he called me, he was like, "Oh, it's Teddy Atlas." So I was like, "Ah!" It's fucking wild.
That's true. You had everyone in your corner, you know.
And it was nice.
Bit of pressure. Hey,
Well, do you know a guy
like the
yesterday?
pressure.
I don't like the pressure.
You don't like it?
I would rather avoid the pressure.
I like as soon as it's finished, I'm like,
I got more of an adrenaline.
you're like, where's the pressure?
I got more of an adrenaline spike afterwards than I did before the fight. I found like once I won and then I saw everyone and I felt like the people supported me, then I was like, oh my God. And then I was obviously a massive cunt to everyone. But drunk immediately and just being a dickhead. But I saw a guy yesterday at the Apex who said, I watched your fight and I'm going to have an amateur fight. And I wasn't going to tell anyone, but the fact you told everyone made me feel like I should do that. And I said, the only reason I told everyone, because Dan Hooker said you had to put your chips all in, and I did.
You gotta go all in.
Yeah, and I said, I think you were absolutely right, because I think when you hold chips back, like in terms of,
you think you're gonna lose.
it's not just like I'm holding chips back to not tell anyone. It's like you're holding chips back in the fight itself. You know, you're like
because you're doubting yourself.
It's a passive move to not tell anyone.
It's a passive move.
Yeah.
It's not at all a passive endeavor.
No,
you can't.
It's not.
Like it's you have to slide everything across the table every single time, and if you're not prepared to do it,
and I think if you don't, it would show in your performance. I actually believe. I think so.
For
Like,
sure.
I think
For sure.
it would. As a fighter myself, I think
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing that.
In my fight.
I'm going to start doing that at media days. Like, me and you, we get it. These guys, not a chance. No.
I can say that now. Then.
No, because I'm not a dickhead. But
Nah, I understand that, but like, I feel like everyone should have like a fight at some stage.
the only reason I would say everyone should have a fight is because it's a very unique experience. And like
I'm talking a fair fight, not like, you know what I mean?
well, I'm not
Like,
saying... Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I'm not talking about 8 people jumping on someone, which I've done. But I won that one. There were 7 others.
Because when people try to say, oh yeah, your fight record's not that great, I'm like, mate, you should wait to see my street fight record. It's like, that's running 50-50.
Mate, I had a... mate, I don't know. Again, these are one of the ones where you're like...
Yet, when you said, haven't said anything yet.
I remember there was a time my friend got in a fight outside a club and I came out and he was like, I'm fighting this guy. And I was like, let's go. And then me and him started 2-on-1ing this guy. I know. And then my friend got annoyed at me that I was landing the better shots, so he just turned and hit me. And then me and him started fighting, and the other guy was like, what's going on?
You freaked the other guy out?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, we'll cut that story there. But
Yeah, I got heaps.
mate, I can't imagine. Yeah, in the car on the way here, we were saying like, oh yeah, I can't say that, and he was like, no, I have a filter. I can manage it.
Mad filter. You do not.
I do not. I saw Ty at the airport
Oh yeah.
after the fight. But I saw him and I was like, bam, bam,
Bam, baby.
let's go!
Bam, baby.
He's a fucking legend. I saw him at the airport and he was over in the corner like, he was like obviously pretty banged up. I saw him and I was like, do you know what? He strikes me as the sort of guy who would appreciate it more if I left him the fuck alone than go up and say to him. Because I wanted to go up and say to him like, hey, have a good Christmas with your son, because I know that's like, he really wants to do that. So I just left him alone. But I saw a waiter like recognized him and just walked around his area holding a glass, like pretending he was working, just to look at him like 5 times. And that made me think like, the recognition's obviously great, but the day after a loss, and people still recognise you, must be fucking shit.
Yeah. Oh man, there've been like a few, because I've been busted up a lot. I've had a few, you know, and you're sitting there like your eyes are swollen, you got cuts all over your face. The amount of people that want like a photo, want to be like,
Yeah, when you're fucked up.
they want to be like the first person to show like how fucked up you are. Is like, that's like weird. They're like, hey man, can we have a photo? And I said, like, I'm generally like, nah man. And I'm like, look at me.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, come on, grab a photo. And you're like, that's a dog shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they just want to be like.
Do you think that, or do you think they just don't care? It's not about like they want to show how banged up. They just want their picture. They don't care.
They could. They could just like genuinely. They just want a picture, like regardless of.
Do you remember in
I
London?
can understand that, but like you need to respect it. I'm like, nah, like, I don't want people to see me like this.
I remember in London when we went to that pub after on Sunday. The waiter, who was a nice lad, came over and was like, "Oh, I just want to say I'm a big fan." And you nearly had him, and you looked at him and you went, "I didn't though, did I?" He fucking like melted. I felt so. I was like, "Oh."
Hey, they don't give you all your money for almost.
Yeah. And then what was it? The other thing, like I think someone else said to her like, "Oh, you know," sorry to laugh. Someone else said to her like, "You know, you don't look that bad," and you went, "Oh, really? A man whose soul is dying doesn't look that bad."
Empty shell of a man doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, you were in bad shape that day. In fact, by the end of it, we all woke up. Yeah, that was wild. But fucking then we got a win on the next one, though, didn't we? What?
Hey, we're back, baby.
Yes. Yeah, they do hate us here.
Dude, I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slap.
Maybe they have watched the show. They're like, why do we keep letting these two idiots
Or
Just talk shit in our bar, really.
Oh, did you see that guy's haircut over there? Shit. Looks like fucking David Bowie.
He's gonna watch the show, bro.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not.
I like it. It looks great. What were we talking about? Okay, cheers.
You're talking shit about Paddy Pimblett, man. Talk shit about him, man.
I wasn't talking shit about
Say it
him.
with your chest. Anything I say with my chest.
I was saying that about the aerial Paddy thing. You mother...
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it.
I wasn't talking shit. I said I thought it was a bad...
Not talking shit.
I just said I thought it was a bad move to like...
I've heard that he complains that like he's not getting paid for interviews and stuff like this.
Yeah, so I believe the accusation is that he's trying to charge people for interviews. Which...
But he called. So what's the story? He called Ariel out.
So Paddy said to Dana on his podcast that like Ariel's a content creator who makes money off the fighters. So if he's making money off the fighters, he should put his hand in his pocket to pay the fighters as well. So like it's a business transaction. You know what I mean?
But you're getting like, is the biggest like media personality in our sport. Like you can't, besides pub talk, you know what I mean? He is like everyone is like fighting to get on his show. Like you get attention from going on a show. So, and he's like a good dude. I only really do interviews with people I like. You know what I mean? Like people say, "Oh man, you do like a lot of interviews," but it's like, you know, people will hit you up. Like you'll just be like, "Oh, Dan, you want to do pub talk when you're in Vegas, mate?" And I'm like, yeah, we'll smash pub talk out. You know what I mean?
Mate, the text messages I get off that, first of all, pub talk is spelled 30 different ways every time you text it. Yeah, we'll do pub talk with a W instead of an L.
Talk.
Yeah, but the sub radio lads love you. Like, I have to give them a shout out.
That's good. Like, they just hit me up though. I'm not like, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? You just jump on and it's just like a chat with your mates.
But so,
talk with your mates.
So, it's funny because...
I would feel bad. Like, why would I hit them up for money? You know what I mean? Am I going to be like, no, you have to pay me to know what I'm doing? You know what I mean?
Well, see, it's funny because
weird.
So Ariel said in Ariel's rebuttal, he mentioned like, you know, obviously as you do this job, you form relationships with people, right? You form like friendships with people.
For sure.
And it's funny that so Paddy accused Ariel of faking friendships to get information. And in my experience, what I've found is the more friendly I've got with like you, like the more friendly I get with people, like I don't want that. I don't want to get information from you because I don't want our friendship to be a transactional thing. Do you know what I mean?
I told you heaps of shit you haven't told anyone.
Heaps of shit. I remember even on our last interview when you were like, well, that little light's recording, my leg's fine. Yeah. No, but do you not... So, I don't know if Ariel does that or not. I don't think he does, but like...
I don't think he does. I think he's a genuine fan. Like, he does his research. Like, he's the biggest... Yeah, like, he's the biggest show in our sport. Like, to yeah, it seems... I feel he'll miss it when it's gone.
Well, it'll miss him when he's gone.
Paddy will miss it because it's like it's all culminating to like something. But obviously,
I guess
I think he's a great guy. I think like
I don't hate on Paddy. I like Paddy a lot.
I like his persona. I like everything. Very aggressive. Puts on like entertaining fights. But like, let's all be honest. Like he's getting taken care of. You know what I mean? He's not getting like tough matchups just yet. I wouldn't want to fight him.
You wouldn't want to fight
Nah,
Paddy.
I like him. I don't want to fight him. Make him look silly. I don't want to burst the bubble. And that's just being honest.
Dan, I think you are the one they'll call. Like, I think.
Nah.
No, I think after Jared.
I think that's a bad move.
I honestly think
because I hand on my heart, I think I do whatever I want to that kid. So it's like I feel like it's
now we've got our headlines. I think after you fight in Perth and he fights in London in March, I reckon that's the matchup they do. I don't know why. I've just got a vibe.
Yeah, like he's He's on a good trajectory. Leave him alone.
Okay, man.
Leave him alone.
All right, you're a good guy.
Keep giving him the fights that you're gonna give him. You know what I mean? It's not the fight.
Okay.
I like the kid.
Yeah.
I like the kid. Let's leave him.
I love that like dad energy where it's like, hey, we're having a good time. Like that.
Well, I know he's like talked shit about me in the past, and I'm just like, you can just. I'm not that easy to rile up. You know what I mean?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Were you ever like a quick-tempered guy?
That will just open a whole illegal. filter.
One day, if we,
I'll do like the Bas Rutten one. You know what I mean?
Oh,
When he's
yeah.
like, no, hit the sky.
Dangity, dangity, dangity.
Dang.
if
Bounce his head off the table.
if we ever lived in the same like place, and this became a big thing, one day we would put a paywall up, and behind the paywall we'd just have the unedited, unfiltered. I mean, I would never work.
I've always wanted to do, like when I stopped fighting, I've always had like an idea for a TV show. When I just go around and my TV show is like, I'm like, okay, I wrapped up fighting. I've been fighting since I was like 18 years old. I really haven't had a proper job in my whole life. I'm gonna go around and see what I want to do, you know what I mean? And then I just go around like trying different jobs. Like I try like being a builder, or I try like being a plumber, or I try like
being a
go
builder
around
shit,
and
I'll
just
tell you that.
pretty much derailing whatever company, that gives me a job opportunity.
Just destroy it.
Just completely derail them. I'll be like, oh, what do you reckon, boys? I reckon we call this day. Then it's Wednesday. I had enough work for this week.
I remember I got in trouble when I worked in a fish and chip shop in England. I got in trouble because there was this guy who used to come in all the time and be like, you know, these like, they're nice people, I suppose, but they say a joke that they think's like real funny, and it's not. Like he looked at the menu and was like, "Oh, what? No dolphin?" And you're just like, "Mate, what are you doing here?" And he came in and I just called him a cretin. I was like, "You fucking cretin, shut up." Anyway, got in trouble for that.
You got in trouble for that?
Yeah.
That's why I like bouncing, because you can do what you want. You win every argument, bro. It's amazing.
I know that. Hi guys,
What's a good topic?
Hi guys, you're joining us moments after I said something that was incriminating. We had to edit that out.
Facts.
I should call.
This is why they don't let you in nice places.
It's true.
This is why they don't let you in nice
We
places.
should have got Janindu to send us some fucking old questions.
Oh,
Big
man, I
J.
completely forgot about Janindu.
How could you forget about
That's
that?
our guy. That's Pod Talk's biggest fan.
It is, boy.
That's our only fan.
No, people love this. I don't know why. And every episode I put out, I'm sure this is the end, but.
Maybe that's it. You know,
You know.
Maybe that's it.
Hey, we're just two guys living life.
What, you American now?
Oh, that was, you know. All right, we'll end it with this. I'm going to be hammered for this press conference today.
What time's your press conference?
I might just fuck it off. No, it's 4 o'clock
We
check-in.
got heaps of time. It's what time?
4 o'clock.
You got to check in.
Yeah. What time's it now?
Yeah, it's 2:20, bro. But ask Uncle Lion a bunch of like some shit questions, bro. Can he speak English?
No. Can you imagine if
Fucking shit chat, bro. Shit chat.
Can you imagine if I went up to him and was like, this question from TheMacLife. What's your favourite episode of Neighbours? Something like that. Just
Be like, oh, I don't watch TV.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah. You know, like Zhang Weili speaks English now. Fucking respect.
She's cool though.
She seems cool.
Yeah.
She's good too. I would like to see her fight Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah.
I've said it. There, I'll say it again.
Nah.
No? Dan's done with this.
Wrap it up.
Right.
Wrap it up.
The ending went off the rails.
That really just went.
I think we call it a petered out.
It petered
Petered out. It just sort of limped its way over the finish line.
We got a big day. We gotta stay ready.